What's up, guys? Welcome to your daily carbs routine. This daily carbs routine can be used in a couple different ways. I'm going to show you in the morning carbs routine fashion. That's where we're just kind of slowly and gently moving through each one of our joints in our controlled articular rotations with not a lot of high tension, all right? So that's going to primarily be used in the morning when we first wake up, just to wake that nervous system up, all right? You can also take these with nice high tension, really training through our ranges of motion with total body tension. That's going to be more of a training fashion, something that you're going to be doing before a workout, in the middle of a workout, things like that, all right? So before morning carbs, we're going to tail things back, just working out about 25% tension for 2 reps of each joint, all right? What I want you guys to do is you're going to just get a yoga block, anything that you have, a book, anything there, and we're just going to start by just squeezing the feet together, just bringing a little bit of tension to the middle of the body. From here, we're going to work from our head all the way down, hitting a car variation for each joint, okay? Starting with our neck, let's go hands out to the side, draw those shoulder blades down, making sure you're just moving through the cervical spine here, tuck that chin straight down. Look as far right as you can. Take your right ear, drop it to your right back pocket. Chin up towards the ceiling. Drop left ear straight down. Rotate left. Tuck that chin. Scrape it across your clavicle. We got one more going right. For our carbs, we're just trying to draw as big a circle as we can without hitting any sort of closing angle pain. Closing angle pain is going to be if I'm rotating left now and I feel a pain in that left side, I'm just going to make that circle a little bit smaller, okay? Tuck that chin down. Looking left, drop left ear down, chin goes up towards the ceiling, drop right ear, rotate right, tucking down and through. Make sure those shoulder blades stay packed down. Last rep here, drop left ear, chin up towards the ceiling, drop right ear, rotate right, and tucking down and through. Same thing that we're doing with our neck, we're gonna work in through our spine now, okay? So what I want you guys to do is bear hug your arms across your chest. From here, same thing we're doing, tucking that chin down, our spine, we're just gonna work through our mid back here, okay? We're gonna flex straight down, trying to bring the front of my rib cage towards the front of my pelvis. From here, keep that flexion, rotate as far right as you can. Make sure you're still squeezing that yoga block and your hips are pointing forward. Once you max that rotation out, drop that right shoulder down. Again, these are morning carbs, so we're just exploring that range of motion. Doesn't necessarily need to be max ranges here. From here, we've drawn that half circle, drop a left shoulder straight down, rotate left, tuck that chest, and one more rep going right. Rotate right, drop your shoulder, chest up towards the ceiling, drop left shoulder, rotate left, tucking down and through. From here, keep this flexion. Make sure your pelvis is tucked underneath. Rotate left, drop left shoulder, chest up towards the ceiling, drop right shoulder, rotate right, tuck down and through. One more rep going left. Rotate left, drop left shoulder, chest up towards the ceiling. Last half rep here. Rotate right, tucking down and through. From here, let's get into our right shoulder. Your palm is gonna turn out. My bicep is facing forward. From here, my arm is gonna stay nice and straight the whole time. I'm coming up and across the body first. From here, I'm gonna bring my bicep up to my ear. I'm trying not to bend backwards in my spine, making sure I'm just moving through my shoulder. I'm going to start internally rotating that shoulder, start rotating the humerus in the glenohumeral joint, reach my hand as far back as I can until my knuckles finish at the hip. Going back half rep, kick straight back, unwind that bicep, reach backwards, reach up, bicep comes to ear, across the body, back down and through. We got one more rep, up and across the body. Bicep to ear, Internally rotate, reach as far back behind you as you can. Knuckles to your hip. Kick straight back. Unwind that bicep. Bicep to ear, across the body, back down. Let's get right into our left shoulder. Packing everything down, keeping that core nice and tight. Same exact thing here. The beauty of these cars, especially if we're doing them in the morning, is we can determine what joints are feeling a little bit tighter, a little bit crankier today, okay? Every day that's going to change, but what you can do is use this as a self-assessment to understand, okay, my left shoulder is a lot tighter than my right shoulder is. I'm going to notate that, and throughout the day, I'm going to try to accumulate as many quality reps of cars as I can, and that's going to help just grease that shoulder up, all right? Last rep here. Back, down, and through. From this position, let's get down into our elbows. For our elbows, you're going to glue them to the sides of your body. Start with your palms facing upward, supination here. My bicep isn't going to move throughout this whole motion, all right? We're going to do them on both sides. You're going to start by flexing the biceps up. When our palms are like this, they're going to finish outside of the shoulders. From here, keeping the elbow right where it is, flip the forearms over each other, turn your palms down. Now my hands are inside of my shoulders, and I'm going to bring them down into extension. Let's get one more of those. Open the hands up, flex up, hands outside of the shoulders, rotate in, and controlling down. From this position, keep the hands in, flexing up, don't let those biceps move. Unwind, back down, pronate, flex, supinate, and extend. Last thing we're going to do is we're in our wrist, okay? So elbows are going to be bent at 90 degrees. As if I have a phone on my forearms here, I want to keep this nice and still. Make sure we're just moving through the wrist joint, all right? Start by pointing the middle fingers at each other. Point them straight down to the ground. Away from each other. And flex up. Let's get one more of those. Point them in. Down, away, up. From here, just reversing that motion. Down, towards each other, up, away, down, and in. Excellent. From here, let's get into our hips. In this hip position, what you're going to do is you're going to want to have something you can support yourself up against. You can find a wall. I'm going to use this dowel here. From this position, we're just going to move our hips through its full range of motion. Try not to move through the pelvis, okay? So stiff arming the right arm into the wall or the stick, whatever you have. We're going to work the left leg. Let's bring that hip up and in. From here, keep that knee right where it is. Turn that foot in. Keep the foot inside of the knee. We're going to come out as far as you can. Start internally rotating and then kick your hip straight back into extension. And finish that rep up. Going backwards, what you're going to do, kick that hip straight back. Knee and foot come directly up towards the ceiling. Drop the foot down. Knee scrays up towards your armpit. Bring the knee and foot back into a starting position and down. Let's get one more on that left side. Up and in. Knee and foot out. Internally rotate. Extend that hip back. Try not to move through the pelvis at all. Come knee to knee, kick straight back. Knee and foot up to the side. Drop that foot, scrape that knee up, bringing the knee and foot in. Same thing on our right side here. Up and in, find that external rotation and flexion. Keep the foot inside of the knee, bring them out as far as you can. Start internally rotating, kick that foot back behind you. Then your hip follows suit and it goes backwards. Kick back into extension. Knee and foot up towards the ceiling. Drop that foot down, scrape that knee up. Coming down and in. One more rep. Scooping up and in. Abduction. Internal rotation. Extension. Knee to knee. Kick back. Knee and foot up towards the ceiling. Drop that foot down, scrape that knee up, back down and through. Hips feel really good after those. From here, let's get into seated position. We'll get into our knees. For our knees, all we're gonna work is just some rotation in the knees, okay? From here, all I want you to do is just dig your heel into the ground, and all you're gonna do is turn that hamstring on, and we're just gonna try to rotate the shin side to side here, okay? We get a lot of flexion and extension of our knees just walking all day long, so let's just try to establish some rotation in the knees first here. As you're turning in, feel the medial hamstring, top of the inside of the calf turn on. As you're going out, the same thing. 2 more reps, turn in, out, in, and out. Then from here, take your right hand, scoop underneath your leg, grab onto your shin. We've got ankle cars, just drawing as big a circle as we can with our ankles. Point that foot in, point it straight down, not letting the shin or the thigh move. Point that foot out to the side, up, in, down, and out. Going the opposite way, in, up, out, down. 1 more rep, in, up, out, and down. Excellent. We got the same thing on the left side here. Starting with the knee, dig that heel into the ground. My shin is staying nice and vertical here. My ankle isn't leading the motion, so it's staying right in line with that shin as well, okay? Dig the heel into the ground, rotate the shin out, turn it in. You can even take that right hand and physically try to rotate that shin on its own, okay? Again, the thighs stay nice and still here. Don't let it rotate side to side. This is a brain-body connection here. That's really tough to understand, but it's crucial for a healthy knee. 2 more reps, going out, going in, going out, going in. Last thing, take that left arm, scoop underneath your leg, right hand latches onto your shin, point that foot straight up, turn in, down, out, up, in, down, out, up. Going the opposite way, point out and down, in, up, out, down, in, and up. Excellent, guys. So again, using these as a way to wake our bodies up each morning and really use them as an assessment of how our joints are moving, okay? We really expand on these topics in our Kinstretch membership and monthly mobility membership. So if you have any questions on either of those, please feel free to send them over to me.